What up, guys? Your girls talk about it. It's Kina.
Ooh, excuse me, and I am your guy, Mr. Lover, iconic.
And as you can see, we are,
Together,
yes. So this is part
each moment with you.
three of the last two that you guys have seen about being in a polygamous relationship with my husband and how that turned out. So I'm going to take my glasses off because I don't need them and I feel like they're not helping my headache. So, um, maybe I should take some medicine, but I'll deal with that next on the next one. Anyways, we're gonna pick up where we left off. As you saw, we kind of ended abruptly in the last one, and so, um, do you want to explain why we ended abruptly?
We ended abruptly because people
We
was coming over and they don't know
Well, we just can't fully record in front of certain people because they don't understand.
us. They
Yeah,
don't understand our views.
mindset.
You know.
So
So what? So in other words, we keep them out of our business until
yeah,
it's time to let them in, and it's not
exactly.
time. So
So yes, so the birds coming in were people that just, um,
very judgmental.
yeah. So, and we could have went and recorded elsewhere, but um, it was already 30 minutes. So here we are together, and we want to just kind of pick up where we left off. I know we had mentioned we would talk about why we weren't in the groups anymore. Um, and the lady, I was talking about the lady that had kind of came at me sideways, and I was just like, I looked at it like we're both a Taurus, so whatever. But I do understand not all Tauruses are the same. Her birth chart is way different than mine, so people understand that zodiac is not a stamp. It's not a cookie cutter of everyone's the same. And I have to remind myself that
And
sometimes.
how she chooses to live her life, that spoke a lot about how she came at my wife, because that's just how she is.
Yeah. So
So
and I don't fault her for what she said. It definitely was something to think about, and it gave me something to think about. And I really thought about, like, no, I'm not bisexual. I don't want to be with another woman. So that played a role in kind of where we're at right now. So I don't remember all of what we discussed, but we're not in the groups anymore.
well, I'm in still some group, like maybe two or three.
I might be in one, maybe, but honestly, I think I removed myself out of all of them because my reason for getting out of them is we weren't ready for the slew of information. I wasn't. Well, I'll say we weren't ready.
Yeah, we wasn't ready, especially when she came to me with all the information. It was like, you know what? It shouldn't be this doggone stressful.
It's
So
like
I
a
started trying.
job interview.
Yeah, and it's like it's crazy.
Yes. So, we're not in the groups anymore. I decided to get out of them because, um, yeah, behave yourself. I decided to get out of them. I got a lot of information, um, but it was information that I needed to process. So I needed to be like, okay, this is what we do or do say or don't say, or this is what we're looking for, or we have to be specific about this. And being that we're older, a lot of people are like anti, I'm not going to say older, we are seasoned, we're well done. No, not well done.
No,
No, I mean,
we
I'm
good.
just,
We straight over here,
yeah.
and what we
So,
have is a lot of information, a lot of what's the word to use? We we're well educated now
and we
on.
still have learning.
Yeah, we still have learning, but the education is there. Um,
We have a better understanding of if we were to go that route, what it would look like. We have decided to put it on hold
mhm.
for a long time. And kind of look at what our options are, what we are trying to do for us.
Because one thing my wife don't want is somebody coming in that's not gonna add to our our
Dynamic.
dynamic, whether it's financial, spiritual, um, physical, as in the way of hanging out, just being around somebody for that matter. It ain't gotta be sexual. It's just the whole physical. Can I stand looking at you type?
Yeah, and I don't want it to sound bad. Like, I want someone that I can get along with. That, because if we don't get along or if we're button heads, like I watched a polygamy show and the two wives tolerated each other.
Which one was that?
The government guy.
Government. Yeah.
They tolerated each other. Um and he still was out doing his own thing. So I think that kind of put even more stress on their dynamic. But I don't want to tolerate someone. Like, I want to trust that if anything happens to me, that my family is in good hands. I trust that
And what we just went through,
y'all will
I
see in the
I
next
kind of
video.
was thinking like my baby is sleeping. Where who do I turn
Okay,
to
I'm gonna need you
feel
to.
his
Hey. No, we're not gonna do that.
Okay.
We're not doing
Later.
that.
All right. Never. Okay.
My
But
face is swollen, but it might be. Is
it
it?
it. Well, no, you just pretty. Look at them lips, y'all.
It just looks swollen.
Them lips make
Maybe
me
I'm
want to go.
tired. I'll explain in the next video. I feel swollen, but I'm groggy. I just took my
Your
medicine.
face ain't swollen, but
Yes, it is. Anyway, it might be the iPad too. Let's adjust.
don't move it. You gonna show everything. Oh, so you swollen, so you want to get.
No, why won't it? I need to even us out. Like, put us in the middle of the screen.
Don't worry about it. We move. We move. Leave the camera alone. Why? What? See, put it back where it was.
Okay.
That's too far, baby.
It's not too far.
Put it back where it was at.
Put it back. Put it back. It was right there.
Just rotate it then.
There. Is that better? That's better.
You in the middle. Go ahead. You be in the middle. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, it don't work.
Okay. Well, it makes me feel better. Anywho, so no, I just want someone that's, if that's the route that I'm going, I feel comfortable with that person knowing that the life that we are already living will continue the way that we have it. And we have not at this current moment, but we have a lot in place for us business wise and, traveling, hopefully.
Yeah, in the next video you'll understand.
But so that's I can't, okay, I understand. It's fine. I can't see what time frame, so you're gonna have to tell me. My
no problem.
vision is.
We are at 11 minutes. All right.
Okay, so sorry, we're all over the place. It's really me. But no. So I understand why on the shows, like the one lady was like, okay, you got to fast for 21 days and, we eat a certain type of way. I get that because that's us. So I don't want someone coming in and saying, I openly eat pork and I eat uh, cottage cheese and I eat um, chitlins. We don't eat none of that. And I don't want to deal with someone that he's dealing with that does that, because whatever that person does internally is going to be connected to me. So I understand that.
Explain that.
So you're sharing fluids, that fluid sharing thing, that was one of the terms that we were.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're
So
saying.
you're sharing.
Because I was even thinking, like, if somebody wants
You
to
kiss
eat,
that person, whatever they got in their mouth, then you kiss me.
you just made it nasty. Anyway, what I was thinking, I was like, you know what? If somebody wants steak and eat it, all that stuff, then have at it. Feel free to have at it. Will do I want to see it in the house? Probably not. I'm gonna be honest, probably not. Um, and then the cottage cheese is like curd milk to me. You
Blue
gross it
cheese,
out.
even. I seen how
But
blue cheese was made.
but again, I even get that. I even understand that. If I do know now, you know what? Let me pull up my list that I had started.
He has a list.
hmm Okay, so what would I be looking for or whatever if there was a time and mentally ready, stable and able type thing would be poly V. Um, Wives are not bi, because one thing is that's a concern is that what if I meet or even she meet a female that they kick it off, they cool or whatever, but then somehow the female has a interest in me or whatever. She can't be bi because then she might want to, we're not in the form of making or telling somebody, hey, just because you bi and my wife is not bi, that you can't have a female because that's not what we're about. No, if that's what you're about, you go ahead and do you. Um, so what I got is wives are not bi. Number two, live under one roof. Three, second wife has to be goal driven. Four, if kids, hopefully 10 plus years of age, because I do understand that everybody might have kids or whatever, but they need to be able to handle themselves, so to speak, in the house. Can they be left alone for a few hours while we go out to eat?
I think, in my opinion, I would like to add to that or put a limit on how many kids, because there's a lady where we live at that they jumped into a whole poly relationship and she had like 4 kids. She was homeless. She was just looking for a place to stay.
Oh damn, no, that ain't that.
So
And I'm saying no because we between the both of us, we got 5 kids and a chihuahua. We've raised them mugs.
even the
I don't
chihuahua.
mind maybe 2 or whatever
Yeah.
that's under the age of 18, in between, or teens or whatever.
Yeah.
Um
But it would have to. Yeah.
5, must be looking for long term, because I'm even when I was single, I'm not dating somebody for a short term fix. You know,
Yeah.
6 must work.
Or have a business. And that's part of.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That was number 3 must be driven, goal driven. So even though you work now, do you want more than what you're doing right now? That's what goal driven is.
Yeah.
So I
Okay,
got you,
okay,
baby.
okay.
And then 7. Is this was the last one on the list that's still evolving as new information and me checking in every so often my wants and needs and and one thing is a priority is making sure my baby right here is cool mentally, physically, spiritually. um any decision I make will affect her, any decision she make will affect me. So that's why the list stopped, because it's whatever going ongoing, you're growing. 7 is even though goal driven, home come first, domesticated. Um, and I think I put that there because I know my baby, she's domesticated, but I feel like you're more business first before domestication, home. And then if we was to go down that road, I kind of would want to reverse a little bit, home, then
Well, yeah,
business.
once business gets going to where it is, it's gonna be easy. Right now I'm building that foundation. So yes, business technically comes first, but we're also in a different environment than we've ever been.
Mhm. And one thing, my
Because I feel like I've always taken care of home first: bills, groceries, dinner, cleaning.
mhm,
But we're in a different environment now. So kids are older and it's focused on us. What do we want?
mhm,
And so what we want is to live financially free, be able to travel and live the life we want. I want to be able to not have a schedule. I want to be able to say, hey, we're going out to eat or we're going to drive to California for 2 days and be able to do that because we can. A lot of people make money and they just ain't doing nothing.
mhm.
Like I'm even looking at other YouTubers and I'm like, y'all have the money to experience other things. Go and rent Airbnbs just because. Go. There's a website. I'll link it eventually.
You mean Nugget.com?
No, but there's a website that I'll link eventually because I am a travel agent. I'm not practicing right now, but I will link it where you can type in your city or a city and it'll give you different things to do. I want to go to California with him and ride on the ducks on the river just because. Like there's little ducks, little boats that you can get on and they light up and they got lights and you could do a hour long boat ride and it's like $35. Why are YouTubers not doing this? You guys have time and money. Some of the ones I watch, anyways. So experience things. My channel's flat. I'm trying to figure out other things to do. So I'm gonna link that website. I gotta find it.
MMIS Travel Agency.
Yes, travel. Yes. So and that's part of business. That's I do. My business isn't. I don't want to be hands on with my business. I know that sounds bad, but I want my businesses to run without me. And one of my main businesses, it will involve my time setting up, doing the consulting. But, we want to be, I don't want to be business first. I want to be at home binge watching my TV shows or in a hotel room in a nice courtyard hotel room. Well, I don't know. I really like the ones with the kitchen.
But overall, though,
I want to be able to go and do whatever I want, whenever I want, and not have to worry about home, technically. I want to binge watch my TV shows. I want to sit on the couch with my dog or dogs. And
What about me?
I said, and baby, I want to get a big old couch. He knows this. I want to get a big old couch where both of us can sit on it. I've been saying it forever. I want a plush couch that's about a yard deep. Not kidding.
For the ass area?
Well, for whatever
you
area.
see, you short and you want me to feel short, so you want my legs to be dangling off the couch.
Hell, a yard deep. They ain't gonna be dangling. They gonna be on the couch. You gonna be like when we was in Wisconsin and you was sitting in the corner and that it was like a big old chair and you had your legs up there looking
Yeah.
all extra little. It's gonna be like that.
If y'all see the outfit she got on, that's why I'm like, it's a it's a black outfit and
The size is open all the
yeah,
way.
thighs and
There's only a small section that's covering my side.
yeah.
He bought it for me. People be like, "You're wearing that in public?" I like to feel good about myself.
She
I
likes to
like to
feel
look
sexy.
good. I like to feel sexy, and he supports that.
Fellas, if your woman want to feel sexy, be okay with it. She chose you anyway. Let her feel sexy. And then, of course, that old saying, if it's really meant to be, it'll be. And if not,
Exactly.
then her feeling sexy and dressing sexy, and you know, with me being okay and approve
Confident.
of this or whatever, I know for a fact she coming back to me. Now all you other ones, y'all will be looking at her like, damn, yeah, but who's she coming home to?
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So that
So that's the one thing, and just touching up on what he said about the two wives being the whole V and not bisexual. Um, the that my only concern was if you have someone that is bisexual, they're gonna want to be with me. I don't want to be with them. Um, and so then there's gonna be a third at some point, either on his end or her end. And I say his end because I wanted him to experience a threesome. I still want him to experience a threesome. Um, because I want him to be able to say that's something. Every man wants a threesome. Every man. Every man. I don't care. Ain't no man. I'm not trying to hear. No, I don't. I don't. I don't. What is wrong with you? I don't want a threesome. Women don't. I don't think women are like, oh my God, I want a threesome. But men, it's just their fantasy. It's in their DNA. Let's keep it
it's the
real.
nature, because
It's in the DNA because back in the day, polygamy was not frowned upon. It wasn't shunned. Polygamy was part of everyday life back in
I
the day.
wonder back then. I wonder if the polygamy where it was
Polygamy
one
is in the
woman and
Bible.
multiple husbands, was that looked at like how people would look at, oh, you're gay
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because
There's certain
one
levels
man
of what's okay and what's not okay.
one man and multiple women, that was normal.
Yeah.
And again, like um this is what I was thinking about with the whole ordeal or whatever. I was thinking about that like, dang, like who can I run to? And then I started thinking like it just brought me back to how many, regardless. Yeah, I
Excuse
saw
me.
you yarn. Regardless of the police shooting or killing us black men and black men in jail, regardless of that, it's still more women, more females being birthed than males. You can't make that up. You can't make it up.
Yeah.
The numbers are there. More black women are being birthed, or black females are being birthed than black males. Well, I mean, again, I don't know if I said this in the video. I probably did, but it sucks as a brother of a female that's she got so many complications and she's going through it alone outside of family being there. She's going through it alone, not having nobody that to love her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like then it trickles down to yeah, your daughter that's one, your granddaughter or just black women are gonna because they're not getting picked up by white guys or any they might get done up by white guys and Hispanic guys and Asian guys or whatever have you. But there's not a slew of black men, you know, not a slew. It's not black men. A slew of those other minor races getting and marrying black women. So we're gonna have a lot of black women just dying alone with not a sense of a family bond love type. You know what I'm saying? Not, and I don't mean family as in who you grew up with. I mean,
In the household.
yeah, the household, a family dynamic love bond. You know.
Yeah.
So I think I think about that. You know.
Um. And okay, I can't talk about that. What I've went through and my family coming together and saying, "Hey, we need to know this. We're checking this. We're texting you and this and that." Like, I get it now. Like, you need that bond. Everyone needs to be on the same page because in the blink of an eye, something can happen, and without being connected, in situations of my family members passing or even when my dad passed, we got lucky because there was someone there at the moment. But even I think about the fact that my dad lived alone. So, I mean, granted, he knows a lot of people, he stays in contact with a lot of people. So it wouldn't have been long before people would have been like, where is he at? Have you heard from him? But in reality, we need to stay connected and just be on the same page with each other. Um, but yeah.
It's 30 minutes going on 30 minutes. No.
So that's kind of where we're at with the polygamy. We've kind of wheeled it in. I
and I know my wife would probably want me to be like, you know, mono, but I don't know.
I just I feel
That's
like
so rough, but
no, you don't. Stop it. I feel like, and I could be wrong. Maybe we'll take trips, polygamy trips, and meet someone that fits our
there's a whole
dynamic.
bunch of them coming up
Okay,
too.
hold
But
on, hold on. Let me.
no, your health is way more.
But we're as young as we are now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, if we were 20 years younger, 15 years younger, then hell, even 10 years younger, it'd be a lot easier for us to find relationships because it's the younger generation now that are kind of bringing polygamy back. But they have the stigmatism of the more seasoned ones are, you're not going to parent me and blah blah blah, this and that.
And it still covers the what they're like not jumping too quick or whatever, it's still religion based. Like they
Yeah.
think they're gonna get shunned or looked
Yeah.
down upon
You know, and
by
they,
their older family members, and
yeah.
they don't want that.
You know, so there's a lot. So I honestly feel like even though we may be for it per se, I mean, I'm with it with restrictions. I'm not gonna lie because I just don't want someone coming in. We're kind of looking at it from the same perspective. They don't want to come in and be like treated a certain way, and I don't want someone coming in and feeling like they have the upper hand or they can do this or that. I want someone that's on the same page, same mindset, same everything. And so my restrictions
Ooh,
aren't
snap!
my restrictions aren't like cracking the whip type thing, but it's just being on the same page so that everything runs smoothly.
Let me help you out, baby.
Um,
If you want to come in, what she's saying, women coming in or whatever, they either want the upper hand or they want to be treated as equal. If you want to be treated as equal, act equal.
what he said. Exactly. Um, so there's that. I don't feel like it won't happen. I just feel like it'll be a lot harder for us because we're coming in on the back end. We've raised our kids. We've done all of that, and so now we're like we want to live this life, and it's just social media is not the place to find it.
And this is what I thought about yesterday. Even though I didn't say anything to you or whatever, we didn't even talk about it. But I even thought about it like this, like um, with your daughter, and like,
Our daughter.
or okay, our daughter. My bad, my bad. But I wanted to make sure you, without
Okay,
saying names,
okay, yeah,
you
yeah,
know, um, because if I said our daughter, you'd be like, well, which one?
well, I would know which one based
I
off of
guess
what
so.
you're saying.
But like, I don't know how is the female with was she still wanting to be with him, his baby mama?
Um, yeah,
That dynamic right there, the kids could be together. The kids could be together,
if they
grow
could
up
just get
together.
along.
They can have a tight knit bond.
Yeah,
Even though they don't have the same mother, they will have they got the same dad and the tight bond right then and there.
yeah. No,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
understand, but
Like
and
that would be a perfect
it would be
scenario right
perfect,
there.
but there's a lot of jealousy and envy from the baby mom. It would. Korea is. Oh, I said her name.
She and she
She's
the same almost.
well. Listen. She in that whole polygamy aspect because Kyria is bisexual, so she is okay with that situation if the baby mama would have been okay, but the baby mama want to act all crazy, so that it'll I don't see
But
that
it might
happening.
not have ever been
It's
brought to
well,
her.
it's competition. It's you
For
know,
what? Like y'all.
Kyria mentioned wanting a truck, and then the baby mama went and got a truck. It's
But
competition.
see that right there, fuck the competition because if I get a truck, they got a truck.
Yeah. But anyways, so we're because this is gonna be another
Yeah.
hour long. So that's where we're at. It's just kind of put on pause right now until we can figure out what we want exactly and where we can find it, how we can find it, or how it can find us. Um, and we are going to end this video.
So we could do the next video
We're
so
gonna
my
do the
baby
next
can
video.
rest
Yes,
and
because yeah. So watch the next video
to
and we'll
understand
explain
what's going on.
why I'm here, why we're together, what traumatic situation 911 happened. Hey, stop it.
Okay.
and what the future looks like in general.
She ain't got no drawers on.
Can you not
Okay. All right. I'm your guy, Iconic, and this is my lovely, beautiful goddess wife.
talk about it, Takina?
And we are
Im-
without this.
we're. I was about to say imperfectly perfect.
No,
I just sent it to you,
don't ground your love. Make your love out of this world.
and we're out.
Peace.